Good morning, everyone. You guys are watching your own YouTube channel, Let's Talk with Doc. So I want to say warm welcome to everyone. Guys, today we are going to focus on the current scenario, current situation in Nepal. I was reading the news this morning, and over there, the three main parliamental building has been burned out already. Politicians are running on the road because people are catching, because they are so corrupt due to that incidents. Generation Z has already inactive, and they're pulling everyone out from their house, and they're asking why you guys are corrupt. So in the news they also mentioned that when they burn their properties, they also found a lot of money inside and a lot of gold and other jewelries as well, and they already hiding inside their house. So system was so corrupt, that's why the generation Z just jump in so that they can see how we can improve our system. To discuss this Nepal situation more in depth, I requested David to come to our studio so that we can get more information from him. First of all, we can introduce him. Hi David, good morning, how are you, mate?
Hello, I'm good, Satnam. Thank you very much. Thank you for welcoming me. I would like to say namaste to all of your viewers that are watching through your YouTube channel, Let's Talk with Doc. As mentioned, my name is David, and I'm really looking forward to today's discussion regarding current situation in Nepal.
So David, my first question to you is what is Gen Z?
Yeah, so Zenzi can be, I guess, it can be categorized within the age group.
Okay.
So anyone born between 1997 till 2012 are considered Zenzi. In terms of age, anyone after 12 years till 28 years, they are considered Zenzi.
For better understanding what I can do, we can divide this episode into three different categories. In first stage, we will discuss what's the background. In second stage, we will say what's the current scenario, current status of Nepal. And in third one, we can say what is happening over there, how it can impact in future.
Yeah, sure. So, firstly, Nepal is situated in Asia, as we all know. It's sort of clinched between India and China. It's nestled in Himalayan region, so it's a very small country and it's landlocked. Up until 2008, it was ruled by a king, so it was a monarchy. Around 2008, there was a big protest that happened, similar to one that happened recently, and they toppled the king. So after 2008, Nepal became a federal republic democratic country. And after the democracy was introduced, and up until now, nothing has changed. People are frustrated that democracy didn't bring much change to them. All of our especially Gen Z parents, they fought for their democracy and rights, but for the last 17 years, there hasn't happened much economic development. Hence, the Gen Z people were frustrated, and I think that's a bit of a background on what happened in past and what led to today's situation.
My next question is what's the current status of the Nepal?
So the current status, as we speak now, is very serious, very weak, I would say, because there is no head of state now. The government has been toppled. The prime minister and a lot of their allies have resigned, and they are basically nowhere to find. So there is no head of state. So it's very, very much serious and very weak condition. And I think so far, the Zenzi movement have resulted in 50 people's death because Zenzi were protesting. The government had to involve police force. That has resulted in 50 people dead and more than 300 people injured. And I guess the reason for that is because what triggered the whole protest was the social media ban. So government introduced the social media ban to to have the misinformation bit more controlled because obviously because Nepal is a bit of a conservative society, Hindu society, so the government is a bit of a conservative government as well. So they wanted to control misinformation and fake news. Hence, they banned social media from Nepal, and that sort of triggered the protest because a lot of the Gen Z people who are between the age of 12 and 28, they heavily rely on social media, whether it's connecting with families, whether it's getting information, global information, or whether it's running businesses. And because of that, social media ban sort of become a catalyst for the protest to take this take this situation.
Whatever happening at the moment, how it can impact in future?
So I think it's a great thing that's happening in a sense that the Gen Z are asking for a systematic change. So as we speak now, as I mentioned earlier, the prime minister have resigned and the parliament has been dissolved, which means all the people that were in power for the last 20 years, and a lot of them were just sort of recycling themselves. So all leaders, so they have been dissolved, and a new prime minister have already been appointed, an interim prime minister. And we also had sort of made a historic revolution in the sense that our prime minister is a female prime minister. So she's Sushila Karki is her name. She's the first female prime minister of Nepal. So I guess what it means for the country is that there is a lot of change coming up, and the traditional government are listening to us and our demands, which is you know economic development, accountability, anti-corruption measures, and equality.
Excellent. So now, David, you born and brought up in Nepal, and now you establish yourself in Australia. What sort of message that you want to give the audience or the people or community in the Nepal, what they can, what they can't do, so that they can make your future secure?
Yeah, it's a bit of a heavy question, I would say, but I'll try my best to answer it. But I guess um, at the end of the day, if our political leaders are not listening to their people, if there is no economic development, or if there's a lot of corruption, then people will fight for it. And as you can see, as the result, people have toppled the government, and they have got what they asked for, a fair equality for everyone. So I guess a message would for everyone would be, especially people who are at that political level, is to love their country, work for them, fight for their people's equality, and help everyone grow as we go.
Excellent. I think you cover up everything, David, and looks like you have a lot of knowledge for your home country. So thank you so much for coming to the studio, and thank you so much for sharing all your knowledge and skills. Really appreciate, and we will catch up next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting.